doing? Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. You guys, I'm going to do another sound check because once again, I've been having some issues. So if you can hear me, definitely let me know in the chat whether or not you can hear me. Those of you, as you are coming on into this conversation, say hi, hello, hey. Those of you that are new to me, my name is Beverly Wathour. I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches who want to create more income and more impact without compromising their Christian values. I'm also a TV and radio show host. We film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA. Perfect. So I'm going to assume from this point forward that my volume is working. So hey. And so you guys, I want to dive on into this conversation. So if you are part of my Facebook group, you should be very aware of the fact that we are running a 7-day, what I call a 7-day Take Massive Action Challenge. So the challenge started yesterday. Hey. The challenge started yesterday. And so it's an informal challenge in the sense of there's no opt-in pages, there's no sign-up pages, none of that stuff. I felt like the Holy Spirit was telling me to move, so I moved. And so I don't have any of that. So you don't have to worry about opting in and giving me your name and email and all that good stuff. But you do have to be a part of the Facebook group in order for you to participate in the challenge. And so one of the questions that was asked was, Bev, how are these people creating $1,000 days? So I wanted to hop onto this live and talk to you guys about that. Hey, Doc. And so, you guys, you want to make sure. So, and one thing that I said about the challenge, and I knew it because this always happens. Like it always happens. And so I knew that, once the sales started rolling in, I knew actually when people started posting what their revenue goal was, that there were going to be people that were just like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on, that type of thing. And so then I knew when the sales started to come in, which I told you guys yesterday, I told you guys the sales were going to start coming in today. Didn't I say that? And actually, I know someone made sales last night. So the same day that we kicked off the challenge, she made sales. And then there were sales today as well. And so I knew it would come up. Okay, what's going on? Why are they able to do it? What are they doing? That type of thing. So that's why I wanted to have this conversation on day 2, because I knew day 2 sales would start rolling in for people. And so I wanted to go ahead and address this. And so you guys, you already know, whenever I go live, make sure you have paper and pencil. So I have my little notes up here and all that good stuff. So I'm going to pop my notes up on the screen. Hey, Carissa. Hey. And so, like I said, I knew this was going to come up when people started posting sales and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and address this. And so you guys, you already know, first and foremost, if you are looking to create $1,000 plus days, your mindset, you have to have a mindset that says every single day when you get up, period. First of all, you have to make sure, we know that we are partnering with God. So whenever you get up, whenever you have that quiet time, I always encourage you to do it before your day gets hectic, because our thing is we can have intentions to say, okay, I'm going to do it during my lunchtime. And then something always seems to pop up. Something always seems to happen. And we end up missing our time. It doesn't even matter if it's 10 minutes that you have, and that's all that you have in the morning is those 10 minutes, have those 10 minutes. But once again, get in the right frame of mind, especially as an entrepreneur. And very similar to what I talked to you guys about when we were preparing for the challenge. So once again, have that conversation with God. Okay, God, this is a new day. This is the next day, Thursday or whatever day it is. We're working together in this business. We're partnering together in this business because it is a partnership with you and God, that type of thing. So you're partnering with God in this business. And once again, asking him, who is it that I'm supposed to reach out to? What content am I supposed to put out there? What are the conversations? Also talking to him and reminding him of the fact, those promises that he spoke over you. So whatever those individual promises was, whatever it is in his word, those things, making sure that you stand on those promises, standing on those things as well, to make sure that you are in alignment with what's going on. Also for yourself to get into that space of abundance and overflow, because I've talked about this before. You guys, there are way more people who are your ideal clients than you can possibly serve. You can't serve all of them. So each day when you get up, and when I say this, I need you to hear my heart. People who are called to work with you, those people that you're called to serve, once again, it is way more of them than you can possibly serve. So you literally have to have that mindset of, oh my goodness, if they don't get in and work with me, they're not going to be able to get the type of results, because they may go to another coach and get results, but it's not going to be the way that it would be with you. So you have to keep that in mind. Like, you have to believe that in your heart of hearts. You have to really and truly believe that if they don't work with you, they're not going to get the level of results. And so if that is in your mind, there should be a sense of urgency on your part. That sense of urgency of, hey, I need to have conversations with people. That sense of urgency, hey, I need to make sure that I get my content out there. That sense of urgency. So you guys, do you believe, let me know in the chat, do you actually believe that it's way more people out there who are your ideal client than you can possibly serve? So let me know in the chat, yay or nay. Do you actually believe that there are way more people out there, way more of your ideal clients than you can possibly serve? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Do you actually believe that? Because like I said, when you have that in your mind, when that is a part of your mindset, once again, there should be a sense of urgency for you to get out there. And you're just like, oh my gosh, God, if I don't get out there, if I don't serve, if I don't get out there, if I don't let them know, if I don't serve these people, oh my goodness, they're not going to be able to get the level of results. That should be ringing in your head. Another thing that should be ringing in your head, once again, calculate. If you don't have it written out on paper, write it out on paper in that same journal where you have that conversation with God about what's going on in your business. Write it out in your journal. How many people are connected to you on social media? How many people? So social media. So if you have a Facebook group, include that. If you have business pages, include that. If you have a LinkedIn page, all of your social media, calculate all the people who are connected to you. The people who are on your email list, calculate those people. Those of you that are actively blog and you have people that come and read your blog, calculate the number of people that read your blog and total that number up. Write that number down somewhere so you can literally see that number. And then whatever program you have, you literally say, God, I only need 10 people, or I only need 7, or however many people you need. Let them know, hey, I only need XYZ, whatever XYZ is. Put it into perspective. So not only are there way more people that's your ideal client, and for some of you guys, you may be able to actually go and look up how many people fall into your category when it comes to your ideal clients. You may be able to actually get a ballpark figure. Write those numbers down so that you can literally see, hey, Crystal, so that you can see the overflow and abundance that's all around you. For some of us, that's what we need to see. We are so focused on the lack. We're so focused on what we don't have. And you guys, you know this. You get what you focus on. So if you focus on, oh my gosh, I don't have clients, I don't have clients, I don't have clients, you're going to continue to bring that in. You get what you focus on. So that's why I say, write those numbers down so you can clearly see it. So, oh my gosh, God, there's over, and I'm making this number up, 100,000, I saw Cassandra on here. She has a certain target group that she works with. So she can literally go out there and Google and really see like, whoa, wait a minute. There are over 1 million people that fall into this category. I can't possibly serve all 1 million people. So that you get into that abundant mindset. That's the type of mindset you need to be in so that you realize and understand, oh my goodness. Like literally there is way more than enough, because sometimes we're looking at where we are right now and in our minds, we're thinking that it's not enough, but there's always way more than enough because of the God that we serve. So there's always going to be more than enough, period. So you need to see that. You need to solidify. You need to have that written down somewhere so that you see that, so that you're always in that space of abundance and overflow because of who we serve, period. So once again, that first thing, you have to be in the right mindset to know and understand that there is more than enough. That's the first thing. If you're looking to generate $1,000 plus days, notice I put that little plus sign, $1,000 plus days. The second thing you need to make sure that you have, do you have an offer that is solving your ideal client's right now problem? Do you have an offer that will solve your ideal client's right now problem? You need to have a problem solving offer. Some of you guys are trying to put stuff out there. I don't want it. They don't want it. They don't need it. Stop pushing it on them. What you need to do, if you're having conversations with people and you're noticing that there's a consistent issue that's coming up and it may not be addressed by your height, you may be so focused on trying to solve your trying to sell your $5,000 offer. But the issue is, if you're noticing that the people that are currently in your community, if that particular offer is not solving their right now problem, stop being so stuck on that one thing, because now you're placing God into a box. You're putting him into a box. So it may be literally what you have in your hands right now, and you're overlooking it because it's not coming the way that you're begging and pleading God for it to come to you. And so, like I said, it can literally be, it may not be. If they can't afford the signature $5,000 offer, that's fine. You don't change the price on that, because that's only going to be for a certain person anyway. But that may mean that you need to create something because you see a right now problem. Or for some of you guys, you may just need to pull some resources you already have, because we're always creating content anyway. But for some of you, you need those right now wins to remind you that, hey, I can generate revenue in this business. Hey, I can do this. You guys, I'm telling you, it is so easy for every last one of you guys right now to generate at least $10,000 in the next few weeks. But once again, it may not be selling 2 of your $5,000 offers. I'm not saying take that off the table, because if you're having conversations with people in Messenger, you're going to run across some people where, hey, they're going to be a perfect fit for that $5,000 offer. But that $5,000 offer is not for everybody. And some of you guys are trying to put everybody into that program, and that's not how it works. It doesn't work that way. If they don't have the $5,000, they don't have it. But once again, do you see that there's a constant or consistent challenge or pain point or struggle that they're bringing to you? Can you create something to address that issue? So once again, some of you guys can get 10 people into a $1,000 program. Boom, that's your $10,000 right there. And so you can serve a small group of people and put them into that program. What is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. You're not giving up on the $5,000 program. You're not giving up on that thing. You just realize that, hey, this may be the offer for them right now. That may be what they need that will prepare them and get them ready for the $5,000 offer or the $10,000 offer. We have to make sure that we're not putting God into a box. We have to make sure that we're not the ones keeping us from generating the type of revenue that we desire to generate. We have to make sure that we're not doing things to self-sabotage. That type of thing. So once again, do you have a problem-solving offer? Do you have a problem-solving offer? That means you have to have conversations with your people. Are you having those conversations with people in Messenger? Are you noticing a recurring theme? If so, that is the right now problem. Solve it. Go solve it. And so, like I said, that $5,000 offer you have, that $10,000 offer is not for everybody, and it's okay. It is okay. So that is the second thing. If you were looking to generate $1,000 plus days, once again, you have to make sure that you have a problem-solving offer. Hey, Shalonda, over there joining me on LinkedIn. Hey. Okay, that's the second thing I want you to keep in mind. If you want to create $1,000 plus days, the third thing, you need a content strategy. You need a strategy for putting content in front of your ideal clients. What is your strategy? That content, it needs to be a mix of content that you put out there. It's not always buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, but you want to have a mix. Do you technically have to put content out every single day? No, you don't have to put content out every single day. You don't have to do that. But the content is not about the quantity, it's about the quality. So the content that you are putting out there, perfect, Shalonda, perfect. Yes. Hey. So you guys, that content strategy, You need to ensure that part of the strategy, hear what I'm saying, is not the full strategy, but part of the strategy that you want to make sure that you have when it comes to your ideal client. And I don't care if this is written content or if you're doing it as a video or audio. I don't care which one it is, an email to your list, a blog, it doesn't matter. But one piece to that content strategy, hear me, it's not the entire content strategy, but one piece to that content strategy, you need to make sure that you are highlighting what your ideal client struggle, challenge, or pain point is, whatever one of those words resonate with your people. Make sure that you're highlighting what their struggle is, what their problem is. And this is key. Use their words. Use their words. So many of you guys, the reason why you're not signing clients is because your content is not, you're using coach talk or you're using your verbiage and it's not resonating with your people. If your people desire to make more money and that's what you help them do, say, this is how I'm going to help you make more money. If you help your people to be able to get a promotion at their job, say, I'm going to help you to be able to get a promotion at your job. If your people, if they have a desire to lose the weight and that's what you help them to do, say what it is that you help them to do. But some of us, we are so flowery with our words that it's going right over your ideal client's heads. So part of that content strategy, and when you're highlighting their challenge, you have to speak their language. So one example that I always use. So when it comes to business and stuff like that, you know, people who can be potentials for you, we call them leads or prospects. Like that's usually one of the two terms. You know, what are you doing to get more leads in, or what are you doing to get more prospects? Like that's usually the general wording that's used. But when my clients come to me, they say, Bev, I need you to help me get clients. So you know what I say in my verbiage? I'm going to show you what you need to do to get more clients. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm going to help you get more leads. I'm going to help you get more prospects. I don't use that verbiage. Why do I not use it? Because that's not what my ideal clients say. Are you using the verbiage of your ideal clients? Or are you so stuck on a certain way of saying things because that's pride? That's what it is. It's pride. We have to be really careful about that. It's not about dumbing it down. It's none of that. It's making sure. It reminds me of what Paul was talking about when he spoke to a certain group of people. He used certain language. He referenced certain things. That's why we have even the different chapters, especially the New Testament, you know, Mark, Matthew, all of that stuff. They talk to a certain audience. They reference certain things so that it resonated with the people who were listening. Are you doing that? Or are you so stuck on the fact that, hey, this is what we say, this is the proper term, I want to make sure I use the proper term. Keep on, and you're going to keep on in the same spot that you're in. Because how is what you're doing, if it's not working, why continue to do the same thing? It doesn't make sense to do it. So are you using that verbiage? Well, Bev, how do I know? Are they responding to your content that you're putting out there? That type of thing. So once again, highlight their challenge, their struggle, their pain point. The next piece to that, this is a particular type of content. The next piece is provide 1 to 3 tips to either address what that challenge is or to help them solve it. So right now, what I'm doing, I am providing you guys with tips to help you when it comes to you creating $1,000 plus days. Well, Ben, what if they take that and run and they go do it themselves? And they're not my ideal client, because my ideal client is looking for support. They're looking for accountability. They're looking for someone to support them in this journey. I'm not focused on the lack. Stop focusing on the lack. If you're worried about, well, what if they take what I say and go use it? Why are you focused on the lack? Because you know what's going to happen? They're going to take what you're doing and use it, because you get what you focus on. I'm not worried about those of you. Go take this and go make some money and come back and pay me. How about that? I don't worry about that. I know it's people like, there's a formula. I'm not worried about what formula to use. That's not what I'm worried about. I want to make sure that I put content out there that's valuable content to my ideal client. That's what I'm focused on. And then the last thing, if you're spending time providing this value, you're giving these tips, these strategies, these resources, these hacks, whatever it is that you're doing, you best believe there needs to be a call to action. So what do they need to do? So, hey, if you want to know how I can specifically help you with your finances, with your being able to get the job, being able to advance in your career, being able to find the love of your life, whatever it is that you support your people with, if you want to know how I can help you specifically, let's schedule a call. Click this link, send me a message, drop this in the comment, whatever your call to action is. But give them a call to action. You just spent time giving them value, whether or not it was a video, an audio, or a written post. You just took time out. You just sowed a seed of your time and your talent. And in exchange for that, you need to have a call to action to tell them what they need to do. Because the thing is, it's only so many live streams they can watch. It's only so many of your freebies that they can download. They need you. They need you. So give that call to action to let them know what they need to do to work with you. What are the next steps? I don't have to give value for 30 days before I put a call. Stop with that. Where did that even come from? That doesn't even make any sense. Why are you giving stuff away for free for the next 30 days? How are you going to be able to sustain and maintain if you're giving everything away for free? So once again, that is a part of a content strategy. So if you guys are like, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to do to ask for the sale, babe, I don't know. I just gave you the 3 steps. Once again, highlight a challenge. Just do one. Do one challenge, struggle, or pain point. Whatever that issue is, highlight one per post, one per live. Provide them 1 to 3 tips, strategies, resources, so on and so forth. And then have a call to action. So we're eliminating the I don't know what to do. I don't know what to post about. That type of thing. We've eliminated that today. That's no longer your issue. So now you have this content out there where people can interact and engage with your content, where it shows you that you actually know what it is that you're talking about, that type of thing. You're not just some random person just out here off the street. No, you are an expert in your field. This is how God has skilled you. He's anointed you. However, whichever phrase you want to use. It's an anointing if you ask me, but hey, that's just me. And so they need to know how to work with you. So you want to make sure that you have content to back up what it is that you say. So if you say that you're a career coach, an executive coach, a financial coach, a business coach, a sales coach, executive coach, whatever it is, there needs to be some content out there that's in alignment with what it is you say that you do. And then that final piece is you need a conversion strategy. What do you want to do to convert those people? So conversions can take place in Messenger. So you can literally have a conversation and ask them questions and convert them in Messenger. Or you can get them on a sales call. Depending upon what it is, it might just be a link for them to go click to go purchase a course of yours. I don't know. But whatever it is, what is your conversion strategy? What are you doing to convert those people who are consuming your content, watching your videos, your lives, and all of that stuff? How are you converting them into paid clients? You need to have a strategy for that. So whether or not it's you utilizing Messenger and then taking them to a sales call, whether or not it's just straight Messenger and you close them in Messenger, or whether or not it's just a straight sales call. But you have to know how to have that conversation. And so once again, that conversation, you need to reiterate, okay, what is the specific challenge or issue that you have? What is your specific issue? Because I have to make sure that I can solve it. What have you done in the past to try to solve that problem? Have that kind of conversation with your people to convert them from somebody that's just on social media to an actual paid client. So you want to make sure that you have a conversion strategy once you get them there. And so once again, you guys, I'm telling you, follow these steps. Follow these 4 steps. This is what leads to consistent $1,000 plus days. But once again, even with these 4 steps, you have to do it consistently. You can't do it on a Monday and then get frustrated because you don't get the response and then don't show up again for another 3 weeks. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You have to remain consistent and committed to what you told God you were going to do. So if you told God yes to this business, but you've been showing up sporadically, that's probably why the clients are coming sporadically, because you've been sporadic. You haven't been consistent with the commitment that you made to God. So why is he going to be committed to what you're asking him for if you're not committed to it? Why is he going to remain consistent to you if you're not doing what you need to do? Why would he send all these people to you if you're not going to show up and remain consistent? You have to remain consistent with this thing. So once again, those of you guys, if you're doing a part of the 7-day challenge, if you haven't shown up, show up today. Show up. If you said I'm in and then you haven't shown up, what does scripture say about our word? As believers, if you commit to do something, then your word, you need to make sure that your actions back up what it is that you said. As believers, if we committed, our yes should be our yes. There is power in the words that we speak. So if you committed and said you were going to do X, Y, Z, see it through. So for you, today might be the first of your 7 days, and you see it through the next 7 days. But remain committed to what it is that you said that you were going to do, and do it. Show up in the group. Everybody who said they were going to do it, they've been tagged in the post. So whenever you see the post, go show up. When you see people that are making sales, congratulate them, because that's a part of it. I believe with everything in my being that when you are believing God for something and all of a sudden you see it popping up all over the place, he's letting you know, daughter, prepare. I'm ready to send it to you. He's waiting on you. Prepare. So celebrate others. Celebrate others when you see it showing up around you. Ask questions if you need to ask questions. All of those types of things, and watch what happens. Watch the shift. Like I said, I told you guys yesterday, the sales were going to start rolling in today. And just like I'm not psychic, I just know if you stick to this process, it will work. It will work. Okay, you guys, that's all I got. That's all I got. I've been ranting and raving for 25 minutes. But once again, someone asked me this question, and so I wanted to address this in the live. And like I said, I knew it was coming, so I wanted to go ahead and do a live on this particular topic. But I'm telling you, just remain and show up consistently, doing these 4 things, and watch what happens. Okay? So once again, if you are not a part of the Facebook group, go ahead and join us over there in the Facebook group, Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants. Here's the title of the group where we're doing this free challenge. Like I said, there's no opt-in or anything like that. Just come on and show up, make a commitment, and then follow it through for 7 days. Make a commitment and then just follow through for 7 days. Yes. You are so welcome, you guys. You are so welcome. All right, you guys, I gotta go. So once again, if you want to know how I can support you specifically in your business, feel free to reach out to me. Send me a message and we can have a conversation to see whether or not I can even support you. I don't know yet. But once again, send me a message. We'll have a conversation to see if I can support you. If I can't, I will refer you to somebody else. Okay? Because I have tons of coaches that I'm surrounded with. So if I can't help you, I'll refer you. Okay? All right, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on in here. I pray that this helped at least one of you guys. If you're catching me on the replay, type in #replay, leave your questions, your comments, all that good stuff. Okay? So you guys, thank you. And I will see you on the other side of this live, you guys. Take care.